Wait a second, where am I? I'd like to play a little game. Oh no, this sounds so scary. It involves 136 tiles that we place concurrently on the table. I mean, that doesn't sound that, and it involves a rule set where you have to assemble Yaku in order to get a winning hand. I'd like to play Riichi Mahjong. Welcome back to Riichi Mahjong, aka Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Look, how have we been playing? I think we've been playing all right. Basically, I'm excited. I'm trying to get myself back in the mindset because I firmly believe it to be true, okay? That I just generally enjoy playing games. And I think if I have all this pressure that I'm putting on myself to constantly be the goodest, most handsomest boy and the best boy at Mahjong, it's not going to yield great results. I'll also say this. You might notice my voice sounding a little different. Hopefully it sounds a little more full. Hopefully it sounds a little more warm. Let me know what you think. I've adjusted some settings. I don't think they quite necessarily transferred over 100% to the new computer. So I've been getting in there, okay? I've been getting in the wires. I've been tinkering around. And by getting in the wires, I just mean dragging little sliders in the software. So I hope it genuinely has improved things. Starting off the day with an oolong tea, a little iced oolong tea, I'll tell you something. It hits. Do I need to be one of those guys that's like sipping on whiskey and being like, ooh, that's so smooth? No, absolutely not. I believe that you can get a similar sensorial experience with oolong tea. I think it has that dynamic, rich depth to it. Like if you really pay attention, it tells you a story. You know what I mean? Do I know what I mean? No, absolutely not. Okay, let's take a look at this. Player to my left, kind of disconnected, but they got the cool border next to their name. So, okay, they're back. Do I like this hand enough? 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. I have 3 shapes in Adora. Dude, if we want to redeal, I'll redeal. I'll see you in hell. I don't really like this hand. Okay, we're going to be sticking with it, and that's okay. What's going next? This Northwind is definitely going. Hopefully we can make something happen around this Dora. There it is, which is pretty good news for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe we get something around this too. And then that'll be our finished hand. I'm still reading my Mahjong text, okay? I'm doing a diligent, independent study. I would say college level on how to play Riichi Mahjong a little bit more efficiently. What I've read most, or what I've most recently scribed in my notes app on my phone, is that I need to be on the lookout for when I'm in Tenpai. Well, like, excuse me, let me rephrase. Obviously, you know when you're in Tenpai, right? You're 1 tile away from winning. You might have called Riichi. You got a little exclamation point on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. If you're playing a Mahjong Soul, that is, right? We gotta be a little careful. This person looks to be pretty close. Anyway. But when you're like 1 tile away from Tenpai, I think being better at recognizing like, oh, in this situation, are there any sneaky tiles that I could draw that could send me into Tenpai somehow? I think recognizing when you're 1 away or when you're 2 away, I think this is ultimately going to be beneficial to me. And I genuinely do think that it's going to take a lot of like, it's not going to be easy. And the reason I say that is not because of like, I mean, you can just take a look at my match history and and be filled with that and get that information on your own, right? But it's more so in the books, especially Riichi Book 1 by Dana Chiba. Like, I can't discard a single circle tile. It's just too scary. He'll be like, okay, this is an example hand. What would you discard here? And then you're just supposed to like pick a tile. I've been getting a lot of those wrong. And I've been also using the Mahjong Tile Efficiency Trainer, which is like a free like online piece of software that you can just Google. And it's nice, but I've also been getting that wrong sometimes. Don't get me wrong. The majority is still correct. Oh, they have the duck sumo. They have the duck sumo. That's really cool. And it's just a white dragon hand. Okay, that's not that bad. Anyway, I think it's going to take a little bit of regression to try to absorb all this new information, to try to poke around, try to put it into practice before getting it 100% perfect. And I'm okay with that. I'll show you my match history. This is humiliating. This was on camera or on stream. This was off stream. Getting 4th place off stream, I'll tell you something. It broke me. It genuinely broke me. Maybe we should have kept the 9 there. Maybe it was a little greedy to keep all these honor tiles. Maybe. But also, like, we could have drawn something else as well. Player to my right already emoting. You know they're tilted as hell. I mean, this... maybe this is just bad luck for them. But it's 2 of the... It's not even their, like, seat wind. I'll cut the green dragon for now. It doesn't look like we really need it. 1. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Making something around one of these shapes. We could also pawn this. I don't know. I just don't want to end up in a situation where I have a pair of the white dragons and someone else has a pair of the white dragons, and then we're just staring each other down for the rest of the time, right? Now, this is an okay hand. We could even, if we were really feeling like, if we really wanted to take a bigger risk, especially if we have access to the white dragon, we can just go for an all triplets hand. I don't know if that's right, though. I think this is good. We can pawn the 7, the 1, or the 6, and then discard the 2 and get it into Tenpai that way. If the 2 comes out, we can maybe cut the 3 and the 4 and genuinely just go for all triplets. I think all triplets is a little bit of a bait, though. Like, it's really hard to complete because, again, there's only 4 of each tile, and I don't feel, you know, it's just statistically speaking, it's not super, super likely. I mean, drawing one there certainly doesn't hurt. We can even keep the 4, 5, 6 stream available here, just in case. But now we're 1 tile away from Tenpai, for sure, for sure. So if another 1 comes out, a 6 or a 7, I have a feeling that the 7's going to be a hot commodity. Why? Because it's right next to the Dora, the 8 of bamboo. Luckily, 2 of them have come out. We can probably say from this, they don't have a super valuable hand. They might have a hand that's pretty close to winning, but I don't know if it's going to be super valuable. Player to my left hasn't discarded a single circle tile. But they have discarded the Dora. I'll go for it. It doesn't... I don't know. I'm not that scared right now. 3 Dora on the board. Okay. 50k for a verse. No album out. That's fine. I'm okay with this. That means probably like... Oh, all the 8s are gone. I can probably cut the 7s. This is me hoping that one is going to come out for me. Wow. It is an all triplets hand. It's not great optics. Like... This is not what you want to be looking at. You know what I mean? Why is it saying that there's only 1 7 left? Well, one of them's the Dora indicator, which means that we won't have access to that one. And then in terms of the 1 of circles, the other one of them's been discarded. Sorry, friend. Sorry, friend. Text me when you get there, okay? Once you get to the Shadow Realm, text me when you get there. Love to see it. Love to see it. Puts us firmly in the lead. Not by a large margin, but we are in first place. Okay. We are in first place. Check the Dora. It's the 8 of circles. This isn't it's the 8 of bamboo, excuse me. Or it's the 9 of bamboo, excuse me. This is an incredible hand. This is a fast hand, dude. Oh my god. It's like almost a perfect one away. If only this was a 2-sided weight instead of a closed weight, you know? How do we feel if I start saying things like that? Like closed weight? I feel like people at this point, you might be sauced up enough, aka know enough about Riichi Mahjong, for us to start using some terminology, you know? Oh, is this going to be on the midterm, etc., etc. But like this is a closed weight versus a 2-sided weight. Okay. Now we're just in Tenpai waiting on the 8 of bamboo. I mean, that's a great situation to be in. White dragon, red 5 Dora, 3 Han as the dealer. I mean, that feels pretty good. We can improve this hand in terms of efficiency if we draw like a 6. I don't know if I really love that. We can improve this hand in terms of value if we draw a 9. I'll tell you what, I really like that, because then we don't have to discard the Dora, right? Player to my right doing some incredibly suspicious behavior. Maybe like a half full outside hand. I don't know. If they had a half outside hand, they would surely keep all these honor tiles, right? Even if they were doing some kind of flush, like they would be keeping these, right? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. We have to be... I was going to say we have to be a little careful discarding character tiles, but who needs to worry about that when you can just run immediately? 3 Han as the dealer. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, okay. Now we are legit firmly in the lead. Because we are in this position, we can kind of recalibrate a little, okay? Like a Joy-Con that's gone haywire. We can play defensively. We can more readily play defensively. Let's count some shapes. 1, 2, 3. This hand isn't quite there yet. Player to my right making some extremely weird moves. Oh, discarding the door right off the bat. I mean, is it weird or is it maybe the best play? Because we kind of proved them right? I mean, this is a sample size of 1, so let's not draw any like huge life conclusions from this. But like, because they discarded it first round instead of second round, like we don't have a chance to pawn it. You know what I mean? Because we only had a single one and we were just optimistically waiting for the, waiting on another one. But this, I mean, now I'm like, sure, we could play defensively, but why play defensively when you can get a, oh my god, seat win, prevalent win, 3 Dora? Oh my god, that's a dealer Mangan, at least 12,000 points in this economy, in an inflationary period, in a mild recession? Okay, what goes here? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have one too many shapes here. Probably this 3 and this 5 goes, right? It's our weakest shape, surprisingly. I think we cut the 5 first and then the 3. And then we can even still pawn the 8 of circles. This doesn't feel that bad. Now, here's an interesting question. Do we open our hand? Do we open our hand if we don't have the east wind completed? And then we can just win off the east wind? I mean, that doesn't sound that terrible to me either. I don't love this situation. I think I cut the 3 here. I know you can like, oh, you can have a pair of 3, but here's the thing. This is like still a pretty weak shape compared to this. Like, sure, you can wait on the 3 or the 4. That's 2 tiles in the 3. Oh god. I can't con this. I can't con this quite yet. 1 shape, 2 shapes, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can go for some after the con shenanigans. If we get the east wind triplet. Oh my god. Okay, I mean, this hand has the value to be explosive in terms of value, but I don't want to con early and then give someone else to call a the chance to call a really aggressive Riichi, right? We don't need to do that. Again, we are sitting in first place. So a lot of pairs here. It's not necessarily good nor bad in this situation. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I don't know if this really counts as a pair. 3 pairs in this hand is not that bad at all, because it's a hand that we plan to open. Player on my right is moving, but like, I'll tell you something right now. No one has I have the most valuable hand. I think I do this to get into Tenpai. I cut this, and then I wait on the east wind. I think I gotta do it. Yep. There's 1 east wind left. And look, I know we're playing really aggressive here, but we don't have to discard the Dora. Another one might come out, and we have the most valuable hand. It's not guaranteed. Uh-oh. We could con here, but I don't... Yeah, conning here is actually bad. It takes away one of our shapes. I was like, how is that even possible? Yep, fine. All triplets? No, just sea wind, red 5. 2,000 points. I will gladly pay the chance to win a 12,000 point hand with a 2,000 point wager ticket. You know what I mean? That's okay to me. All right, looking at this hand, you're seeing it, I'm seeing it. It's another thing that was in the Mahjong text that we have to be a little more conscious of, okay? As a team, as a unit, together. 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence, definitely available to us here. I'll cut the door if you're gonna cut the door, sure. So we can open our hand, but I don't really want to do that super aggressively. If we have 2 completed, like if we have 2 of the 3 sequences completed, I feel less bad about cheating the 3rd one, you know, and just opening our hand that way. But right now, like, this is pretty unlikely and this is pretty unlikely. So I don't really want to open my hand for that. Sure, we have the makings, we have the good foundations of a mixed triple sequence, but it's not guaranteed. I would have loved to do something with that. This is even like a full out or a half or a full outside hand. You know what I mean? Like, we got everything touching a terminal tile. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. The only thing that's kind of not is this 6. Okay, weird. Efficiency or value? Hear me out. We don't have the fastest hand. Player on my left seems to be doing something. if we go for value, the good thing about going for value in this case, and you might not agree with me, this definitely lowers our chance of winning, right? The tile efficiency tracker is not gonna like this. But like, oh man. But here's the thing. If we, okay, I'm immediately changing my tune. But it's still, the logic is still sound. If we need to fold like we are doing now, just the player to my left is being a little suspicious right now. Like I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Maybe all simples, all triplets is the scariest version of their hand. Maybe something along those lines. Okay, Northwind. But basically if we went for value in this half outside hand, we can fold with some safer tiles. Yeah, I want to fold here. I want to definitely fold here. Okay, 6 is looking like it's safe. The 5 is even safe. Yep, we can cut that. I'm not sure what that con necessarily means. Also, we have one of the new Dora. Sure, that's good news for us, but the way it's looking, game's feeding me good tiles though. The way it's looking, maybe they have a half flush in the circle suit. Maybe they have something scary going on. I think the only reason I'd con in this situation is because I'm in tenpai of some kind. Okay, 1 was just discarded, looks to be safe. So we can assume that they're pretty close. However, this is not the Jade Room, okay? This is only the Gold Room. And sometimes in the Gold Room, people lose their minds and just call cons early, like we've seen before, with no like good idea of what to do next or why they called con, right? We can definitely use that to our advantage when we're pushing a lead. But like, this hand was not the hand to push. This hand was definitely not the hand to push. 1 was most recently discarded. I'm still a little spooked out. I know that 1 was most recently discarded. I'm just scared of circle tiles, you know? 5, not necessarily a safe tile, especially the red 5. 3, you're giving us a lot of outs there. Sure, we'll just play extra safe. I don't think they have something in the just all circles suit. Okay, player to my right called Riichi. We know that the 5 is safe. We have to be careful if this player changes their hand. They didn't, which means that in the time between this player discarding their red 5 and that player discarding this, they haven't changed their hand at all. So they can't now like win on this, you know? They couldn't have pivoted their weight. All right, 9 of bamboo looking to be safe. If we really need to, south winds. South winds all can go. It's a blowout clearance sale. Yeah, I think this should be safe. Unless they have the most suspicious single tile weight of all time. Okay, there it is. It's just a green dragon hand. All that for a green dragon hand. Maybe I should have noticed, like, yeah, like they haven't discarded any bamboo tiles and they discarded circle tiles, so they're not going for a flush. I'm not sure. Maybe we could have noticed and done a little bit more pushing. I'm okay with the way that we played that though. Okay, so this is a bulging shape, right? I don't want to hear any laughs from the peanut gallery. That's literally what it's called. But it's not a very good one. It's not like 3, 4, 4, 5, where it's a 3, 4, and a 4, 5. It's 7, 8, 8, 9. The reason that this is weaker is because half of the bulging shape, this 8, 9, can only be completed with a 7. So that's why this one isn't that strong. How's this hand looking otherwise? We got 1 Dora. Maybe a Pinfu hand. I mean, drawing pairs doesn't really help here. Maybe a Pinfu hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish shapes. Okay, 5-ish shapes in our hand right now. Although we would have to make this, we'd have to complete this 8, 9, which is not super likely again. Player across from me, maybe the worst luck of all time, or they're going for something like ridiculous. Not sure what's going on there with the 2 white dragon, 2 white dragon. Player to my left, looking like they're using some Starbucks Wi-Fi, having some trouble connecting to the server right now. Hopefully, genuinely, hopefully they didn't just discard like a valuable tile. That would really hurt. I think I cut the Dora here. I'm in first place. I got a good hand without it. There's a 4, 6. Dude, do I cut the 8? How many pairs do I have? 1, 2, 3. 3 pairs is too much in a closed hand. So here's the thing that I learned from the Mahjong books. And I don't know if it's like, it's not 100% correct. It's not 100% correct, right? But basically they were saying, if you don't intend to call pawn or chi or open up your hand at all, you want 2 pairs in your hand. If you do want to open up your hand, call pawn and chi, if you have like a white dragon triplet or a, you know, a seat wind or something like that, then 3 pairs is good because you can open up your hand and then you still have 2 pairs. And you're like, Yusong, but this isn't necessarily a pair. No, it counts as a pair. It definitely counts. So we whittled our hand down to 2 pairs. I think that's good. And check this out, dude. Great moves here. Great moves here because now no matter how we finish this sequence, we get to make use of the Dora. Ah, that changes things. That definitely changes things. Okay, this is a little bit weird. Now it's a complicated situation. I know we have 3 pairs again, but one of them's the Dora. Maybe to try to keep the 2 pairs equilibrium, I should discard this this 3 instead. 6, 7, 9. That's not gonna help, but like, this is a tough situation. I'm gonna be honest. Now it's getting a little tricky, right? Because the value of this hand is starting to increase a lot. Player on my right emoting. I'm gonna say it. They have good reason to. I'll cut this for now. We can do a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 even. I was gonna cut this, but I don't know if that's necessarily correct. We can go for all. Oh, they did have to discard like a valuable tile early. That red dragon they didn't want to discard. That's really sad. That's just kind of unfair, you know, if you're at the whims of Wi-Fi and stuff. We can, if the 4 of bamboo comes out for whatever ungodly reason, we pawn that for sure. And go for all simples. There's another 3. Okay. So some evidence proving that maybe we should have. Wow. Okay. 2 red 5s. That hurts. That definitely hurts. Okay. We play that one a little weird. But again, this is like, we have to play around like this, okay? The pairs thing, let me know in the comments what you think. If it's a rule that we should observe like as often as possible, or if it's a rule that you're like, hey, Yusong, like, I don't know if this actually helped you or helped me that much in my Mahjong play. Genuinely very curious. All right, this isn't that bad. This is a 4, 5 and a 5, 7, 9 shape. It's not terrible. Our hand is looking okay. It's not great, but it's looking okay. 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll throw this away for now. Again, I don't know if that's correct because now we can get a 1, 2, 3 and then we can still keep this 4, 5 and this 5, 7, 9. I don't know if that's good though, you know? That's the unfortunate part. Luckily, we're not drawing like anything around that 8 where we would have really loved to cut this. Let's talk about our shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh, some of these shapes are looking real whack, dude. All right, maybe we get rid of this 9. I'm not sure it's really gonna do that much. Are we gonna use this as our pair no, though? No. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, sure. We can complete this with a 4 or a 7. Or a 9 and then cut this 8. It's not bad. What is this? I think I would. Okay, now we have 3 pairs in our hand. Look, I know, dude. I know. It's like, you know, when you're a kid and you're learning how the world works and you're like, oh, people shake each other's hands. And then you go around shaking everyone's hand. I understand that's what like, I might be getting a little too tunnel visioned on this, but efficiency is efficiency, right? Okay. I mean, now we have legit too many pairs, dude. We have legit too many pairs. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Still 3 pairs. I think we can get rid of this, especially if we draw like a 4 or a 7. That would be great. Look around the table. A crosslord is doing some suspicious stuff. 3, okay, at least we know is a safer tile. It's not that bad. There is a world where we argue that we keep the 3 as well, right? Because we could have a super long shape and then like, you know, waiting on that at the end is not a terrible thing. Another 3, but I'm gonna chalk that up to bad luck. Across lord and left lord, the players across from me and left from me, are doing some suspicious stuff. They're discarding good tiles. I can't tell if they're playing defensively or offensively. Hate this. Hate this. Okay, there's the pawn. And Here's the thing about the 9 of circles discard. It's not 100% safe, right? Would love to have that in my heart. I think I got to get rid of it now because someone could be waiting on a 7, 8, 9. It's pretty unlikely considering that there's 3 8s out and we have 3, like, we know where 3 of the 9s are. I don't know. But like if they had a 7, 8, it doesn't matter how many 9s are out on the board, right? Okay, here we go. I'm going to keep this for a safer tile to discard later because we know it to be safe. This hand is okay. I mean, is there anything looking at my discards that I would have loved to have at this moment? Maybe that's 7, 8, but like, what would we replace for it? Okay, that changes things. How do we even, we get into Tenpai if we draw a 3, a 6, a 4, or a 7. It's late enough into the game where I'm not sure that really matters, but we have 2 Dora. Dude, we have 4 Han in this hand. Holy moly. And it's a Pinfu hand, right? Yeah, we don't need to call Riichi. We don't need to call Riichi. There's a chance, too, that if we sumo it, this is a massively valuable hand. Oh, my God. This hand is incredibly valuable. Discarding this 4 is a little spooky. It's safe to the player to my left, but not necessarily safe to everyone else around me. Okay. Would love to pull out a dub here. Would love to pull out a dub. Red Dragon, we know to be safe. At least the game is feeding us some safe tiles. If we draw the Dora, okay, that's okay. That's okay. Waiting on the 6 of bamboo. That's fine. They had a pair of the Dora as well. That hurts. Definitely is gonna hurt. We're no longer in first. We're tied for first. Interesting. Okay, now we're the dealer. This is an interesting game for sure. Wow, what a start, right? What a start. Okay, so this is great news for us. We can open our hand. Unfortunately, like, you're looking at these honor tiles and you're like, that looks juicy. Oh, the rest of our hand is not looking that great though. Would love to make the red 5 work. Obviously, I don't think that's getting cut from our hand anytime soon. Love to make this green dragon work. Do I pawn the West Wind? I don't think I do, dude. I don't think I do. I think we keep it because we might need it as our pair. 4, 5, love to see it, love to see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so right now we don't have a reason to keep the red 5. However, if we draw a 6 or a 4, we definitely cut this 8, 9 in favor of keeping the shape with the red 5. And I don't think it's that unlikely. Okay, have the opportunity to do a little Khan Academy, a little online learning. I mean, do we do it though? As the dealer, close Khan into Riichi. That's terrifying. Give me a tile that I can actually use, and then I'll call Khan into Riichi, if it's possible. Okay, player to my right making use of the red 5. Not sure if that's good, right? Because we don't want to give anyone else a reason to like get back into the game. I want a Khan here just to draw another tile. Because right now the shapes in our hand are a little whack. But if we Khan, you're going to hate this. I think I discard one. I don't think I Khan. We're not there yet. Our hand is just a little slow. Our hand is a little slow, and I don't want to give someone 3 Dora. I understand that we could give ourselves 3 Dora, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. 6? Nope. I don't know what the player to my right is doing, but maybe they're doing something scary. I'm not sure. A lot of 6 of characters coming out, making this 4, 5 a little bit harder to complete. Hoping on a 3 or something. Okay. Yeah, this hand is just not drawing a lot of the tiles that we need. Imagine if we called Khan and then someone else calls Riichi now, right? That's a horrendous situation. Now this is good news. We can either pawn the 9 of characters or the West Wind, get into Tenpai that way. And the good news for us is that the player to our right doesn't look like they want character tiles. So this 8 should be pretty safe. Like whatever we end up discarding, right? 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. I'll wait on the 9 and the West Wind. I feel like that's a little bit more inconspicuous, a little more like tricky. Like, oh, surely the West Wind is going to be safe. And then that's when I pounce. So we got there in the end, but it's tricky for sure. Now, if we draw a 4 of bamboo, I'm slamming that like and subscribe button. I'm slamming the Khan button. I'll also slam the Ron button if I have to. We're the dealer. This is going to be a 1,500 point hand, I think. 2,000, because we had a lot of mini points. I guess because of our triplets and stuff. Okay. Again, I don't perfectly understand how mini points work, but I'm slowly starting to understand, right? Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Great elongated shape. Great elongated shape. We want to make use of that. We got a pair here. Unfortunately, a ton of floating tiles on our hand. Call me the CGI in Avatar, the movie. There were floating islands in there. That joke still makes sense. All right. As the dealer, like, we'd love to elongate our lead just a little bit more. Unfortunately, like, if we keep winning, the game doesn't end until, like, someone gets below 0. So the ideal scenario here is, like, we win another big hand and then someone wins a quick cheap hand. Maybe that's asking for too much, but, you know, hey, you gotta think about your win conditions, your outs. 1 shape on this 7-8, 2 shapes on this 5-6, 3 shapes, 4 shapes, 5 shapes. Okay, great. We can cut this 2, and then we're really happy if we can complete either the East Wind or the White Dragon, right? Sure. This 1, 2, 2, like, we're gonna want to use this as our pair. If push comes to shove, we can also, like, wait on the 5 and the 8 as our pair, so it's not terrible. What's the Dora? Great question. Great question. It's gonna be the 4 of characters. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky now. We genuinely might have to wait on the 5 or the 8, but if we do so, it's a Riichi only hand. As the dealer, that might be enough. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Honestly, that's pretty good news for us. That's pretty good news. Can this be a Pinfu hand? This can be a Pinfu hand. Can this be a mixed triple sequence hand? That's another thing. In the book, they're always talking about mixed triple sequence as if it happens regularly. And I'm like, what kind of Mahjong games are you playing, dude? Where you're getting mixed triple sequences out the wazoo. Not sure if the 2 is right. I don't know. I was thinking about cutting the 1 and the 3, but there's no way that that's right, right? Okay, we want to finish this. There's the Riichi. It's giving us a good reason to fold. What's safe here? The 1 is safe here. The 6 is safe here. We can fight for a little bit longer by cutting the 6 first, right? Okay, 7. I mean, we would love to use the 7. Don't get me wrong. This red dragon also most likely is going to be safe. We have a ton of bamboo tiles that we can also safely fold with too. I don't know. I just want to dream a little bit longer, you know? Stay in Tenpai, stay fighting just a little bit. I mean, we can stay in Tenpai like this. I don't think they're waiting on a single tile for the red dragon. I mean, maybe even that little risk wasn't enough. Okay, 7, 8, 9 is totally safe to tear apart. Maybe we just do that. Okay, Northwind. Actually, Northwind is a little bit scary. It's a live tile. If they have a flush of some kind, maybe character suit. Maybe it's not likely, right? But if they have a flush of some kind, we're gonna be miserable if we deal in off of the Northwind here. Okay. Oh, they just dealt the Northwind. All right, we know that it's safe. Okay, and the player to my left was also a little bit wary, so we all take this opportunity to bail off of a dangerous tile. We know that the 1 is going to be safe. The only dangerous thing about the 1 is that, like, the player to our left could win off of this. I don't know. It looks like they're playing defensively because of this 6 discard and then this 6 discard, but like they could very much win off of the 1 here. So I don't really want to give them that chance. Let's just whittle our way down the bamboo suit, right? Okay, there's also this 9 of circles, which I think is also going to be pretty safe, especially considering we drew the other one. So I don't know. I mean, they could have still had a 7, 8 wait. It's not, maybe not necessarily the safest tile. 2 coming out. Okay, we know that the 2 is going to be very, very safe. A lot of bamboo tiles discarded too. Maybe we could even argue that the 5 is safe. Okay. 2 of characters. Oh, can we stay in Tenpai? I'm not gonna risk it, dude. I'm not gonna risk it for the promise of an ethereal biscuit that might not even exist. Okay, Southwind is safe. We have a perfect tile to end this round on. Okay, see you in hell, friends. Let's see what you were waiting on. Maybe a single tile wait or something. It was a single 5, and I'll hide myself a little bit. Player on my right was waiting on a 6, 9 off of what looks like a. It's not a Pinfu hand, right? They got a triplet. Oh, they did have an all simples hand. If they could win off of the 6, that's impressive that they were able to stay fighting like that. So what's the deal here? This hand is garbage first and foremost. Let's not mince any words. This hand is straight up doo doo. It's the South 4 round. But no one's above 30,000 points. So here's what happens when that's the case. When no one's above 30,000 points, the game doesn't end, okay? It's either, you know, someone gets drained down to 0, or like, you know, the dealer wins and or whoever's in first wins the South 4 round. Those are the conditions, right? If neither of those are met, no one has above 30,000, no one's below 0, we go to the West round after this, which is kind of spooky. This hand, I don't know, kind of coming together, kind of still looking really terrible though. Eee. Player to my right has a simple Yaku in the East Wind, okay? Oh man, just drawing some straight up garbage right now. Let's be a little wary, right? The scariest version of their hand is a half flush with the character suit. Let's keep that in mind. Player across from me also going for something. I don't know. They're discarding some great tiles. Clearly the character suit is not heavily in demand. That 7 discard doesn't, like, shows to me that they're not necessarily waiting for a flush. They might not even be waiting on the world to change. John Mayer. Did I tell you that I met John Mayer once? It was at like a comedy show. He's very charming. I was so ready to be like, John Mayer, who gives a frick? I'm so cool and indie. I don't listen to John Mayer. But then I met him afterwards and he was just like the nicest guy. He was like very cool. And I was like, another guy that turns out to be secretly very cool. I don't know why I'm upset. That's like a good thing. Like, I'm glad he wasn't like a huge, you know, a-hole or anything. 6 we actually don't want here. It's a scary discard. Okay, we gotta be a little bit careful. If the player to my right discards something valuable, like, dude, I know this 4 is like really weighing us down, but what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about it? Like, I'm not discarding the door in this instance. It's just too scary. Maybe if another one comes out, I'll join you. But even that 3 is suspicious. Maybe they have like a, I don't know, like a 3-5-6. You know, they had a 3-5, they drew a 6, something along those lines. I mean, this hand is also hilariously looking okay. We have a triplet of the 1s and a triplet of the 9s. What is this? It's a DIY 9 gates at home. We have 9 gates at home. 9 gates at home. There's the Riichi. On a dangerous tile. The dealer wins, so we stay in the South 4 round. Here's the thing. If we win off of a, if we win a 1,500 point hand, just anything above 1,000, I think, the game ends. So even just an all simples hand, that'd do it for us. Okay, this is a situation where I actually want to discard the Dora like immediately. Like immediately. Because if we win, we'll probably get enough points just based off of this red 5. And if we can get like a Riichi Pinfu or something along those lines. Like, I don't want this Dora. It's too dangerous and I don't want to give someone else the chance to use it. Get out of my hand. I'm going to make an executive decision there. You might not agree with me. Let me know in the comments if you're like, Yusong, still go for value. We don't need to. It's the South 4 round. We just need to win by a little. Unfortunate that the dealer has another great opportunity. The dealer has another great opportunity. And here's the messed up part. If I'm tied at the end of the game with the player across from me at 29,000, I'm in 3rd place because seat order determines the ranking in that case. So it'll go east, south, and then west, then north if we had like a 4-way tie. Okay, some great draws. Some great draws. What are we going to use as our pair? I have no idea. I literally have no idea. This is going to be a single tile wait if we draw a 4 or a 7 here. Please, give me the 2 or the 4 of bamboo. Give me the 2 or 4 of bamboo first. Please. I don't even have to call Riichi. Pinfu red 5 gets us there, dude. Pinfu red 5 gets us there. Onagaishi mas. Please. Please. I've been a good boy all year. Please. I just want like a nice Christmas gift. 4 or 7 of characters. Neither is around the Dora. Could you imagine if we still had the Dora at this point? That's a spicy meatball. Then you're like, what do I do with it, you know? It's getting late in the game. It's getting a little scary. I have a 7-8-9 mixed triple sequence too, and I didn't even notice? I guess I'll keep it. I mean, here's the thing. I don't need it. I don't need it. Just a Pinfu hand is enough. This Pinfu red 5 hand is enough. So in that case, I should have discarded the 9. It's good that I recognize that I have this 7-8-9 mixed triple sequence. Wow, this hand really came together. But like, we don't need it. We don't need it. So if given the chance, I have to go for it. I have to go for it. Okay, that's okay. The 9 was the safer discard, is what I mean to say there. Sorry, I'm a little bit on bated breath right now. They could have a mixed triple sequence, 1, 2, 3. They could win off of this. I think I still need to stay fighting though, because like a Naruto OST opening, because again, this is the chance to win the entire game, end in first place. You know, what a thought. I haven't even sniffed at first place for so long. Okay, player across from me is thinking hard, but they still look like they're discarding a lot of garbage, so we don't need to be too wary. The player to my left also discarding some just straight up garbage still. Okay, player across from me improved their hand, but unfortunately dealt into the dealer. Good news for us though is that we are no longer tied. We are in second place. Okay. That was a great fight though. That was genuinely a great fight. All right, you're looking at this 7-8-9 mixed triple sequence once again, but do we need it? Maybe we need it in this case, because I'm like, how else are we gonna get some points, right? What's the door? It's the 4 of bamboo. Dealer certainly has some momentum. You could argue that it doesn't exist in Riichi Mahjong, but like, you know, they're playing aggressive, that's for sure. 2 white dragons off the top is, I don't know if that's unlucky or they're going for a fast all simples hand. They're just trying to rack up the wins, you know what I mean? But even if they had all simples, that's the same as having 1 white dragon, dude. Okay, what am I looking at here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are our 5 shapes. These are the 5 nations. I don't even know what that means. Is that an Avatar: The Last Airbender reference? Sure, let's call it that. 7, 8, 9. I mean, we do have a mixed triple sequence. Here's the thing though. If we win off of the mixed triple sequence, we also need Pinfu. So I can't exactly open my hand. This is one of those times where I'm like, wow, I genuinely wish I understood the scoring just a little bit more, because I don't know if Mahjong Soul you need to win by if the game ends when you go over 30,000, or if you have 30,000, that's enough. 4 can go. 4 can definitely go here. So what happens if we draw the 8 of bamboo? We're made in the shade. That's Pinfu mixed triple sequence. That's enough to win 100%. If we draw one of, if we have to open our hand, if we have to chi for it, that's bad news bears. Okay, sure. Maybe we can get into a situation where we win on the 1 or the 4. I mean, the 4 is just too dangerous though. Why am I waiting on this? This is gonna be our pair. This is a mixed triple sequence, but it's bad. It's so bad. Oh man. I mean, I guess we take the chance to get into Tenpai. Player across from me has cut the door. It's a little bit scary. It's a very scary situation. This is spooky for sure. This is, I don't know if it's enough mini points either, because we have a triplet, which is good news in terms of mini points, but like, I don't know if it's gonna get us there, dude. I don't know if it's gonna get us there. Some 7s and 9s are coming out. Bad news, good news is like, oh, people are looking like, oh, the 8's looking pretty safe. Bad news is if someone's sitting on a triplet or something. Okay, player across from me looks like to be the scariest position, right? Because they've discarded the door already. Very scary indeed. And we're in first right now. I mean, but if they win, okay. Well, we gotta take it, right? Let's see if this ends the game. Let's see if this ends the game. It's 2 Han? Since when? Did I miss the Mahjong Soul patch notes? Since when is that 2 Han? You'll love to see it though. You'll love to see it. It's been a long time since I've been in the positive. Oh my god. Oh my, I mean, I'm gonna look at the log for sure. Is this a long ass video? It's an extremely long ass video. Yep, it's 45 minutes long. Let's look at the logs, baby. What happened here? Okay, nothing really happened here. I won this game. I want to reminisce. Player to my left dealt into me. Yeah, I would have dealt the 1 too. It looks extremely safe. It looks so safe. It looks like the safest. There's nothing you could have done there. Okay. And then I dealt into this one. What did I do? I dealt the 8 here. Yeah, for a chance to stay fighting with the East Winds. Yep. 100%. 100%. I want to also see the game where someone conned. What was that game about? Okay. Was it this game? Yeah, they conned. Okay, I want to take a look at their perspective. I'll hide the camera. Sorry. When did they con and why? Were they in Tenpai? They've been in Tenpai for so long. Okay, yup. When did they even call the pawn initially? Okay, let's see this. They call the pawn here, cut the 5. Yeah, okay, I like it. I mean, it's really aggressive. You're really banking on the green dragon coming out. I see. You can only win if it's off the green dragon. You can't win off of anything else. I see. Maybe they've also been in temporary Furiton. You know what I mean? And they were just going after the con too, trying to get that Yaku. Okay. All right. I can understand that. I don't know about the open pawns and stuff. Maybe I would have done it as well. It's a fast hand. Okay. I dealt into this one. What happened here? I dealt this 9. Wow, I did deal the 9. Maybe this 8 would have been a little like if they've discarded an 8. I mean, but sometimes I use this as justification for the other. Like, if they discard an 8, then I feel like the 9 is safe, you know? Okay, they pawn just to get into Tenpai, and then waiting on the 9 and the 5. What else could I have done? No, this is too close to the Dora. It's way too dangerous. I could have just cut this 3 again. Yeah, I think I just should have cut this 3 again. Why am I keeping it after 1 turn of having cut it? Because I was like, maybe this was a mistake. I'm not sure. The 9 though, that's like a pretty inconspicuous weight. I'll give it to you. Okay, I dealt into this one as well. What happened here? Oh, this was the exact same round. Excuse me. Oh my god. They sumoed. There's nothing we can do about that. We rond there. Excuse me? Okay. Yeah, this was we rond this? No, they sumoed this. Oh my god. Someone teach me how to use this. Correctly. Oh my god. Cause I learned about the existence of this, but then it's just like watching a toddler trying to operate a forklift. It's just not happening, dude. I mean, the last hand was a thing of beauty. It came together so well. Since when is other view Yaku 2 Han? Pure straight mixed triple sequence. -1 Han after making a call. Wow. Okay, mixed triple sequence is 2 Han. That's nutty, dude. That's nutty. I think they recently patched that in. Oh, you saying they patched that into a game that's decades and decades old? Hundreds of years old? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they patched that in. Maybe they just changed how the game works. Maybe they changed the netcode. That's gonna do for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Helps out a lot, not only for the algorithm, but for me. I love reading them. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. Hope to see you there. You can join us in the Discord as well. We've been sharing a lot of our match histories. People have gone on some winning streaks. I'm looking at it. I'm envious as hell. People are showing the times where they've dealt into the Shadow Realm. You know what? Can't say I haven't been there, right? Okay. Until next time, please take care of yourself. Please be kind to yourself and patient with yourself, okay? I'll see you next time. Peace.